Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for jumping back in and tuning in. Today is a busy morning. It's Saturday morning around 5 o'clock, so we're about to jump out of here and head out for the morning. Wanted to give you an overview of the agenda for the day, which we're looking at hopefully being at the gym by 5:30. I have a workout 5:30 to 6 o'clock. I'm gonna do a Hyrox circuit prior to my client. And then from 6 to 7, I have my client. Then from there, I'm meeting a couple guys at like 7:15, so straight over to the track to run some 400-meter repeats in my new kicks that I just got. So try to film all this stuff, kind of jam-packed early morning sessions, and then rest of the day, family time. My wife and I are going to a wedding. This episode's going to be more of a two-part, because I'm gonna record Saturday and then rolling into Sunday as I go back to shift. This week's been a little off. I did a flip-flop. So I'm working Sunday instead of Saturday, and I'm working at a different station. So I have to go get myself from my current station, move it to the other one, and then do a whole truck checkout and inventory over there. So yeah, so it'll be a little Saturday, Sunday mix, part 1, 2 combined thing, and we'll take you along for the ride. So time to jump out of here. Stick around and I'll see you guys soon. Just pulled up to the gym. We have a Hyrox workout inside here. Mixing that in before the run this morning. Not ideal. I generally like to space that out a bit more. If anything, get the run in early morning and then hit my strength session or lifting session in the back half of the day, so it gives myself time to eat, recover, replenish. But being that we have a busy second half of the day, we're cramming it all in this morning. All I've had on board so far is a coffee. I did eat a pretty, large a large dinner last night. So hopefully that holds me over to at least get through this 30 minutes quick session for the Hyrox, after which I'm gonna have a banana, a Go Macro bar, and I'm drinking an Element now to try to get my electrolytes up. So hopefully I can replenish some carbs there prior to going into the sprints. I also have a Go Gel, and we'll see. Maybe I'll have a bar inside or something like that, just to give myself a little extra. But yeah, Hyrox session now. Just started throwing in or sprinkling in the Hyrox session. This will be my second one so far. I am doing Hyrox in April as well. The half marathon coming up December. So figured why not start sprinkling it in there, since I hit my 3 strength sessions already this week. Now this is going to be a quick little fourth, but just trying to get the heart rate up, work into that anaerobic system a little bit more, and just get my body used to handling that cardio lifting base of the Hyrox that not necessarily used to anymore. Once upon a time I was more used to it, so definitely is a shock to the system, and it's one that I'm very far out from it now. Again, it's in April, so I wanted to, throw it in here and there where I can, and then in January we're really going to crank that up a bit. But yeah, let's get inside and get to it. All right, so we got the Hyrox workout. It's going to be a 30-minute session. A little mobility prior to getting started, but we got 1,000 meters on the rower, followed by 50 body weight walking lunges, and then we're going to go into 750 meters on the rower, and then finish that out with 40 sit-ups, 500 meters on the rower, and 30 plate burpees. Quick, efficient burner. See if we can get 30 minutes in. I think I got about 20 before my client, so we'll see what happens. Get a little bit of mobility before we get started. All right, so just finished up with my client and that 30-minute workout from the Hyrox workout. I actually ended up finishing the Hyrox workout with in 20 minutes. So it wasn't terrible, but the initial 1,000 on the rower, followed by the 50 walking lunges, that shit torched my quads initially starting out. And I wasn't even really going super far I wasn't really going all out on that first 1,000, but yeah, so I got that done, managed to do that in 20 minutes. Now we are heading to the track to meet up with my buddy John. We have 400 meter repeats. So we're gonna do a 2-mile warm up, followed by 12 400 meter repeats, and then a mile cool down. Some mobility to start off with, and then that'll wrap up the training for the day, finish out and head home, family time, and get ready for the wedding. So I'll catch you guys at the track. Halfway through. All right. I don't have my mic, so this might be shitty audio because of the wind, but that shit was rough. I definitely needed more fuel. Doing the Hyrox stuff and then having the banana and the macro bar was I don't know, 50 carbs, 12 grams of protein after the workout. And then I had drunk the element prior to and during the Hyrox circuit. Honestly, my quads are feeling a little shitty after just this week's training and then going into the circuit this morning with the lunges and the row. I warmed up after the first mile here, but I also did 11 miles earlier in the week. Not the right shoes,
I finally got the peg or my my Saucony's in. This is the Saucony Speed 4s. So I decided to wear them today. And definitely needed to break them in. It's different. It has a rocker in it, so it helps kind of rock you forward from heel to toe, which I'm not used to. Obviously, I was running in the Nike Pegasus before that, so they didn't have that rocker. So the first mile, honestly into the first like 300-400s, I think I was fighting the shoe, and the front of my calf started to kind of fire up. So we got it done. 400s, 12. We knocked out like a 7:05 average pace, which is good, but fucking dying. So now we wrap it up and head home. This isn't the track that I was supposed to run at. Did not show you guys that. Track and field kicked me off of the college course, so came across to the high school course that I used to play football at. So got in and got it done. So yeah. All right, I'll catch you guys in a bit.
We are almost home now. The wife sent me on a mission to go pick up a baby backpack, like a hiking backpack, because we're heading to Georgia like this day or two after Thanksgiving, to the mountains up in Blue Ridge to, hopefully hike around a little bit, check out the towns. I've never been up to Georgia, so should be a good time. But went and picked that up, and now we're finally heading home. I am definitely starving at this point, so I'm gonna smash my usual protein smoothie when I get there, and then a couple hours after that I'm gonna have a big breakfast, eggs, some steak, maybe some sourdough or rice. I don't know, we'll see how that mixes in, and yeah, spend some time with the family, the little one, and then we'll get ready for the wedding tonight. And that's probably where I'll sign off tonight, prior to the wedding, so I can get out there and enjoy that mom and dad night out. And then tomorrow morning, like I had mentioned before, we'll be taking you to shift. The client that I just had is actually, we got our days mixed up. So she was originally supposed to be in town until Monday. We were supposed to train on Monday morning, but she's leaving Monday morning. So now we're going to train Sunday morning instead at 5:30, prior to going down to station to get all my shit and then bring it out west. So another eventful morning tomorrow again. And then again, I'll try to show you guys, some of the gear and things like that at the station a little bit. And yeah, but all in all, this morning was good. I mean, my body feels good now after those sprints. I was pretty banged up. This week's been a weird one. My training's been definitely consistent and aggressive lately, with more of the volume and muscular endurance side of things. That tying in the weight along with the increasing mileage has been definitely jamming my legs up a little bit. But I'm taking the time to stretch and recover and do all that stuff. So tomorrow, the rest of today, and then probably tomorrow will be an off day, because I'm going to try to get this recorded and put up again by Sunday night, which is going to be like Sunday night by midnight is going to be the goal going forward as far as posting the videos. So yeah, one thing that I did want to touch on a little bit was I had someone ask me a question in the previous video that I had posted, episode 1, just talking about how it is balancing like bodybuilding and being a firefighter. Honestly, firefighting is probably one of the better jobs to be able to do that. I feel like with my schedule in particular, some departments are different, but the 24 on and the 48 off, it really allows for the 2 off days for you to get that training in. So you end up working 2 to 3 actual shifts a week. I am also a personal trainer and an online fitness coach. So when I'm not at the station, I'm at the gym with clients, I'm programming online for my online clients, and then on that, coupled with the fact that I have to show up as a husband, show up as a father, and make sure that that is truly the priority number one. So my training is a bit more sporadic than I would generally like it to be. Sometimes I have weeks where it's smooth and consistent, but for the most part, it can be hit or miss. This week was a slower start to the week. I think I took Monday, Tuesday off just because we had a lot going on. Wednesday, ended up calling off of work because my wife wasn't feeling good and I had to take over baby duties. Thursday, back at the gym. And then Friday, clients got a workout in. Saturday, this morning, again, early morning session, hit the Hyrox and then hit the sprints. But it definitely provides you with the time to do it. And depending on the department that you're at, obviously, and the station that you're at, and the call volume associated with that station or the department, it allows you time on shift to get that 30-minute hour workout if you truly want it. Granted, I have some buddies that work at departments that you're running nonstop. And I have those days as well where you get in from the moment that 8 o'clock hits until you lay your head on the pillow, you're moving. So on those days, obviously, I'm not pushing it at work to work at that point. But I do have, thankfully, slow, busy days, moderately busy days, where I am able to squeeze in a workout or some mobility. But I tend to get a lot of my work done on shift as far as editing or programming and things like that. That way I'm able to focus more at home on family stuff and family time. I think firefighting does give you the opportunity, but just like anything else, it's defining your priorities and scheduling, right? And really just, if you want it, you'll get it done. You'll find the time for it and you'll do it. Like I mentioned in the previous video, my priority number one is family and my wife and my daughter. But close second to that is definitely the things that I'm pushing for as far as this business and my goals as an athlete and trying to get sponsorships, trying to do this half marathon to a marathon and then Hyrox. Coupled with that, I'm training a ton in between that, and I have to find those times and also be kind of gracious with myself or patient with myself in the fact that some days isn't going to be perfect. I'm going to miss a workout here and there, and I have to be flexible with that. As long as you're scheduling, you're making it a priority, firefighting definitely gives you the opportunity to do multiple things, whether that's bodybuilding, owning another business, or whatever the case is. So there's definitely an opportunity for it. But I think it really goes along the lines of any career that you're in, right? It just comes down to scheduling and making the time. So almost home now. I'm going to eat, get situated, and then I will follow up with you guys a little later on. Finally ready to go. This is Megan, the infamous wifey. We have grandma over with Callie, and I am signing off for the night, and I will see you guys in the morning bright and early, client, and then off to shift. Again, swapping from one to the other, show you guys a little bit of the equipment. And so signing off, we'll see you guys later. Bye. Good morning. It is 6:45. I just finished out with my client on this nice and it's actually pretty nice Sunday morning. I am tired nonetheless. Wedding was a lot of fun last night. We got back probably around 10:30. Then I had to pack all my shit, make lunch for tomorrow, shave my face, get situated, and ate a little extra because the wedding food was a little light, although very good. You know how it is. So dragging a little bit this morning. We did not have any more coffee in the house, so instead we're back to our electrolyte mix to try to get the energy elsewhere until I get down to the station and I can get a cup down there. So just finished up with the client, leaving the gym. I got about an hour to get down to my current station, grab my gear, throw it in the car, and then head out west to the station that I am at today. And then we got a Sunday inventory on the truck, which is not my usual truck. So we'll see. We got to go through all the medications, all the equipment, just do a tally of inventory to make sure that we're good for the coming week. And then check out all the equipment. And then hopefully the rest of the day, fingers crossed, is chill. So we shall see how it goes. And the goal is to try to get this video done and edited and up by midnight on Sunday. Stick around and we'll see what I can show you guys at the station. I still want to try to talk through some of the equipment down there. So we'll see what we got. All right, I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Doing a truck check for Sunday. I am on the rescue at this other station. Just wanted to talk a little bit about this. This is our life pack. So really the bread and butter of what we're using when we're going to a call for the most part. Medically oriented, we're checking blood pressure off this thing. In the side pouches, we're checking the Ep.2, so your oxygen level as well as heart rate. With this bad boy, slips on the finger. We have cables here, which you may have seen at the hospitals and things like that, for checking 4 and a 12 lead, which is just making sure that the heart is functioning and firing properly. Side pouch here is going to have your pads. Now, obviously, worst case scenario, that's a bad day. Someone goes into cardiac arrest, we're putting the pads on, and then this is able to provide a shock to try to reset that heart as we're doing compressions and giving medications as well. So it's got a lot more functions going into it as far as pacing, so if we need to bring someone's heart rate up, or to sync and cardiovert if we need to reset somebody's heart rate. Heart itself to burn abnormal rhythm or whatever the case may be. So lots that can be done with this, but this is kind of a quick rundown and basic overview of the life bag. All right, guys, so thank you for tuning in. That is a wrap officially on the two-part day in the life of a hybrid athlete and a firefighter. So I want to sincerely thank you guys for tuning in and all the love that you guys gave on that first video or that first episode that I posted. It genuinely means a lot. For all of you that subscribed, that liked, that left a comment, I'm trying to comment back and just share that love back. So I want to leave you guys with another little nugget like I did in the first one, just a quote, something to go by for the week. Just remember that progress doesn't happen overnight. It's one day, one rep, one set, one moment at a time. So don't put pressure on yourself. Take one step forward each day and just keep pushing forward. The results will eventually come. Just don't give up. Really, really appreciate it. If you want to continue following along, please do. Continue subscribing and liking. Follow me on Instagram, and if you're interested in coaching, you can visit my website, check the Instagram, or just shoot me a comment and I'll reach out. So again, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next week.